Hello, my friends. Hello, I am Olaf Krieg. You are watching a very special edition of the Triple Press tonight. As you know from last night's recordings, we were unable to get Skylar Davion into the press box, and also for whatever reason, the Davion Golden Suns weren't able to join, and the Marik Industrialists, of course, just stayed home and continued to drink their beer like they always do. Not really sure what happened, but I am joined by Skylar Davion this evening, who, as it turns out, apparently something weird happened. I don't know. I've heard rumors about the Industrialists pulling some funny pranks, like removing all of the batteries from your guys' remote controls and hiding all the toilet paper in your barracks. I don't know how true this is, but please, Skylar, welcome.
Well, it's always great to be here, Olaf. And yes, the industrialists have been rather of a nuisance lately. Pranks and and everything else. It's just it's what we come to expect from them. And I bless their hearts. They just uh, they have to make up for their lack of combat skills some way, and it's just the nature. They and honestly though, they should probably maybe consider taking up a career in comedy instead of mech
Oh,
arena duels, perhaps. But yes, they think they're very funny. And yes, but the Davians just are ready to get down to the match and be able to put this rivalry to bed once and for all.
well, I have heard that this rivalry will never end. That for the second season, now mind you, as everybody may recall, the early 30-22 season, which only featured four teams, was a simulated season. We didn't actually have mechs on the battlefield, thanks to Comstar and their wonderful technical guidance, technical assistance in setting that up. But even in that season, the Suns and the Industrialists were neck and neck right up until the very end of that season, as abbreviated as it is. And here we are now in the late 30-22 season. Both teams are 4-0, 5-0. What is it? 4-0, I believe it is. And of course, the Industrialists had a strong showing in the mid-season special event, the 8-team free-for-all, last team standing. In fact, the Golden Suns were one of two teams eliminated virtually in the same moment, I believe. We could always check the footage on that. But yeah, no, I think the rivalry will continue. Unfortunately, yes, the Industrialists, they seem to have taken to some trolly measures in making sure that nobody forgets who they are. But with that in mind, let's take a quick look at the standings prior to last night. Now, the standings haven't been updated yet. We do have the Industrialists in the lead by a small margin, only 2 points. We also have the Debutantes down by 11 points, close on the heels of the Golden Suns. Now, again, I have not updated from last night. If you haven't caught the rebroadcast yet on YouTubium, you'll be able to catch that and see all the wonderful changes there. But the most surprising change in the last week was the Dragonborn jumping up 3 spots, as well as the Science Spirits jumping up 2. And that, of course, shuffled the board. I wonder, Ms. Davion, do you have any comment on that?
Well, we always have a big rivalry with the Caretans and the team from the Draconis Combine. So it's good to see them finally getting out of their slump, and hopefully they'll be able to rise up enough that perhaps make it into the postseason where we can knock them back down again.
Rise them up just to smack them back down. That, if ever, was a motto or a mantra for the Davion Golden Suns. There it is, right there. Speaking of shuffling the board, let's point out the Canopian Honeybees. Now, currently, again, as of prior to last night, tied in 7th place with the Taurian Nationals. Both teams are struggling this year to maintain any sort of heading. Every time they get up, they get knocked back down, it seems. Any thoughts on these two teams, or perhaps one of our fellow guests, frequent guests, I should say, Luke Labrador?
Well, the honeybees unfortunately have just hit a string of bad luck, and which is a shame because the previous Canopian team had a good showing in the test season. Maybe there is still a chance that they can rise back up and perhaps contend for one of the transfer spots, but it's going to happen soon. They're going to need a turnaround. Time is running out to be able to make those precious slots into the postseason.
This is true. This is very true. Well, the race for the Trinity Cup continues, and after tonight, there will only be 2 matches remaining in the regular season. And of course, each of the teams and their coaching staff will be pushing hard to keep their team or get their team into the top 4, which will guarantee a spot in the postseason. Currently, not including the events of last night. We're looking at the Industrialists, the Golden Suns, the Debutants, and the Dragonborn currently in the top 4 spots. But as we all know, it doesn't take a lot to change any of that. Anything can happen on the field, and once it happens on the field, the standings are always not far behind. And speaking of standings and what happens on the field, it looks like the Golden Suns are taking the field now. So let's go ahead and get down to the side of the battlefield and watch some amazing action. All right, so one thing that we learned last night, Fohammer, I don't know if you watched the videos or not, the ones that went live this morning. Apparently, one of the biggest problems that we've been having, if you recall, is accuracy and information between what the players and myself are tracking on the spreadsheet versus what's showing up in the Mech HQ, and which then gets transferred over into MegaMech. And we've determined, or at least I've determined, that what the problem is I'm not launching MegaMech from Mech HQ, the start game button, when you have all the battle set up. What I'm doing is I'm exporting that information into an MUL or a mole, and of course what that does is it doesn't transfer tactics over. So I did a big scrub yesterday during my prep session for last night. Got handwritten notes to verify, to make sure I had everything done correctly. Went back into Mech HQ, checked all the personnel, all the Mech Warriors under the personnel tab. I don't know how familiar you are with Mech HQ, but anyway, long story short, double checked everything, saved everything multiple times. It should have worked. We got to plan last night, and we realized where the problem is. And again, it's simply because of how the actual game is started. Because I'm using the MegaMech shortcut instead of launching the game from inside Mech HQ. Viewers who are also familiar with how Mech HQ and the related suite of programs work, they should know what I'm talking about. But the gist is, what we'll have to do moving forward is prior to any match, before I divvy up the mechs for the individual players, I'll just have to go through and make sure the individual pilots are updated for their tactics, bonuses or modifiers, or whatever you want to call it, in order for it to work correctly. Based on my handwritten notes for this particular week, Preetha and Suzuki all have tactics modifiers. Preetha is at 1, Suzuki is at 2. They should already be implemented. And then my team, the Industrialists, Omar has 2 points in tactics that should already be implemented. But by all means, please double check before we get started. If you're good to go, you can go ahead and select the north side of the map as the home team. I'm going to choose the south. If you want to double check that, please.
Yeah, I just double checked it. It looks good.
Okay.
Am I the home team or are you the home team?
I am the home team this week.
Okay, so you chose south, so I
Correct.
have to go north then.
Yep. And I'm going to double check the map real fast, even though I know I set it up. Generated 21 by 21, and we're all set. So, we lost Fohammer. And he took his mechs with him. He took his mechs with him, that son of a bitch.
That's right. The Davions are going home. And they're
they got tired of the Industrialists trolling him.
Trolling.
Let me
reconnect.
Yeah, well, hold on. Don't connect yet. Let me
I did already.
No, stay there. Don't move. I'm gonna reload the list. And then I'm gonna I gotta recheck all these people again. So Preetha is 1. Figure. And then next is Suzuki. She has 2. Next is Copeland, who doesn't. Next is Omar, who has 2. And then Kosi doesn't have any. Hernandez doesn't have any. We're back to Preetha, so we should be all set. Give you back your mechs. Please don't disappear with your mechs again. That was pretty funny, actually, the way that. Yeah. Yep. So if you want to double check, please, by all means. Otherwise, we should be all set. Just click done if you are good to go, and then I'll click done, and we'll start the match.
Yep, it looks good. I got the north side. Yeah, I got disconnected immediately when I changed my starting location to the north side. So yeah, somehow that disconnected the.
I mean, it's almost like it's almost like a reproducible bug too, which is something I've heard is not an uncommon thing for this particular version of Mega Mech. But I digress. When you're ready, please click done, and then I will follow you.
All right, you got the map set up and everything.
Yep.
Random. Okay, then I'm done.
And he is done. I'm going to click done, and we go into the deployment phase. Quick shout out before we get started. Right. I had a new follower earlier this afternoon while I was at work, and that individual appears to have also subscribed to the YouTube. Thank you, End Tempest, for the follow and sub. It is appreciated, your support. All right, Flowhammer, please deploy.
All right.
I forgot we're not doing simultaneous deployment.
A lot of open ground in the middle there.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I think I'm going to use that my advantage. It is hot. I don't know what it's like in your town. And I know what your town is. I'm just saying, don't know what the weather's like over that way. I don't pay much attention to the weather outside of my local area, but it is like 80-something degrees outside, and I literally just want to go and like curl up under, not even under a blanket, because I haven't taken a shower yet since I got home from work. But I just want to go and sit in front of the AC unit in my room and just soak it all, and then go shower. I think that's actually not a bad spot for my dude. Actually, ooh, look at that swamp right there. Right where the water hexes almost come close, right in the middle, yep. There's swamp. That's some bullshit map generator, man. Golly. All right, yeah, I'm going to deploy there. And then this guy, we'll put him here. Actually, I don't like that spot. I'm going to put him here. And then waiting for Foe to deploy his peeps.
Yep.
So I don't know if you watched the videos earlier, or excuse me, the videos that were released this morning. As we are getting towards the end of this season, I'm starting to look into the next season, and it is looking like, well, first off, we have 3 people kind of in a standby mode for next season, not including the regular 3, as it were. You, Luke, and Darius. Assuming we have everybody join up, because we're not likely to get all of our matches done in a single evening, we may have to go to the 2-week format as we're used to in Blood Bowl or on AP's in AP's community, which is going to make things a little bit more challenging for me because of as we all know, my schedule is a little bit restrictive. All right, look at that. Oh, my Atlas has to move first. That is not good. That's actually kind of no bueno. I didn't really want to move my big guy first. Then put him over here.
I'm going to say it. I have the high ground.
Jesus. All right, Obi-Wan, calm down.
It was funny because I was actually expecting that you would, because you have a big hill on your side. I actually expected that we would deploy on opposite hills.
Yeah, so I definitely took this corner. Yeah, I took this corner because I figured with that open ground in the middle, we just blast each other, and I was going to use my little guy to flank around. But I see you kind of went with a similar idea, except there's some swamps in there, so I'm really hoping you get bogged down so I can come kick you in the face.
Yeah.
All right, well, I might as well use all the movement I can with my big guy. Speaking of big guys, I have a match coming up this week. Taking on another player's team. Some lizard men. Taking on the goats. And to be clear, I don't mean the greatest of all time. I mean literally goats. I call them my goat boys. But I did win, finally, in Blood Bowl.
Yes.
So maybe that means I'm going to lose tonight. I don't know. I'm hoping that the inverse correlation is not a real thing.
All right, now I gotta move my Atlas.
Yeah, bring that big boy down here. You know I want to dance with him. Come on. So for the viewers who may or may not know, both the Davion Golden Suns and the Marik Industrialists are the only two teams of 8 that are currently undefeated. This match is 98% likely to determine which one is going to walk out of here still undefeated. My money's on the Industrialists.
Must fall.
One must fall, indeed. But yeah, because I'm looking at, for next season, the format I want to use is using, so there'll be like one NPC team for each player team. And what that'll do is we'll end up probably with something like 6 or 12 teams, or not 6 or 12, but some really large number of teams, which can cause problems for scheduling and whatnot. So I think the easiest way to do all that is just what's what I'm trying to think of while I do some work here. Just having that open schedule format. Can I do? Yes. Excellent. Now can I do this? Line of sight blocked. How if I'm firing indirectly at a hex, how is that blocked? Oh, because I can't actually see the hex. That's some bullshit. Target. Okay, fine. I guess I won't do that. Jesus, that's so stupid. Okay, fine. I guess my Atlas won't shoot. Hunchback won't shoot either. But I will definitely blast the bejesus out of this Jenner. Alright, let me pull out my notes and see what kind of damages I need to record. My Jenner is taking some hits. OBS. I think that's what the kids call it nowadays. OBS. Jenner 7F. Light damage. Wow, I ate a bunch of lasers and some missiles. Okay. LRM 20 misses my Jenner, and 2 of my 4 lasers hits your Jenner. So our Jenners basically just traded shots. I had to make a PSR, but still standing.
Yep. Yeah, that Atlas firing the LRM 20 missing. That was a
yeah,
big
that
miss
could have
there.
that could have been disastrous depending on how those clusters rolled out. 7 heat on your Jenner though.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, did an alpha strike, so.
Uh-oh, my Jenner is moving fast. That is also not good. I don't know what's worse, my Jenner moving first or my Atlas moving first. But my Hunchback and Atlas will have the closeout phase. Your Hunchback, it looks like, will be moving last. Where do I want to put my Jenner? You know what? This looks like a good spot.
The runaway spot.
Yeah, I mean, you got to sometimes.
Yeah, yep.
You know? Especially when your fast boy is moving first. Yeah, you got to do something with him.
Yeah.
Try to put up all the obstacles, and he was wide out in the open too. I was trying to utilize all that open ground to get the biggest movement modifier I could. So, anything new and exciting in the last few weeks for you that I might not have already been aware of because I stalk Discord religiously?
Well, other than the technical difficulties on the Davion side.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure we can blame on the Industrialists.
I mean, I don't know if I want to go that far. I think the Industrialists are good right up to the 4th wall break.
Yeah. No, just Yeah, you alluded to Blood Bowl. We're coming down to the end of the regular season for there. There's only two more rounds left. You're going to be closing out the match for round three. I think I have a Nemesis match coming up there soon, which should be a lot of fun. If
Yeah.
anybody is interested in Blood Bowl and especially Street Bowl, I'll be
That's
doing a
right.
Street Bowl
That's
match. Amazon's against Orcs, so that'll probably go badly for me because you get like a +2 anytime, or no, +1 armor
+1
break
on
anytime.
yeah. Anytime you hit the
Anytime
wall.
anybody's just knocked down, yeah,
Yep.
and a +2 if you get knocked down into the wall.
Oh,
So,
that's
yeah,
right. That's right. I remember there was extra armor breaks, and I was like, ooh.
yeah, it'll be rough.
My goat boys have like, I want to say 8 or 9, and then my troll has a 10 or something like that. And I'm like, no, I'm good, thanks. Need to make a PSR for some reason there.
Yeah, because I
you
jumped
in the
into
water.
Yep,
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it every time.
Gotta
9
cool
and
off
6,
a little bit.
9 + 6 is 15. That's a bit much on the heat. But he's coming up awfully close on me, and I don't like it. I gotta put something on him. Ooh, I do like those odds. And to really mess with you... shoot, what was this? That number. That, okay. Let's see. Don't mind me as I think out loud, trying to figure out how best to annihilate you. Alright, there we go. Alright, I have a Discord message I probably need to take a look at. Can't do that on the computer, so don't mind me as I cruise the phone. Oh, somebody must be replying to something I said. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. So, I don't know if you've been paying attention to my comments in the Battletech discussion channel. When you've got an opponent has a 7 jump, how freaking annoying that is to deal with.
Yep.
Somebody else pointed out that it's even worse when that opponent has jumping jack. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that gives you a I want to say -1 to your pilot or firing roll or something like that. I don't know. All right, your hunchback eats a bunch of lasers. So, light damage for your hunchback. Now, my Atlas takes a whole mess of fire, but none of it hits. Holy crap.
Wow.
And unfortunately, my Atlas also misses, especially with that AC-20. I'm getting your AC-20 luck, and I don't like it. My Hunchback also eats a bunch of lasers, so he will be at light damage. Some piloting rolls. Ooh, I got a +1 modifier because I'm standing in sand.
That's unusual.
That's new.
I don't see that a whole lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's new. That's a new one for me. I don't ever recall seeing that one. But you know what? That's okay. Note to self.
I've seen it before, but I don't think I've ever seen it in Megaback.
Yeah. Note to self. Stay out of the sand. All right, what are we looking at here? Jenner at 5 heat. Atlas at 5 heat. My Jenner is also at 5, and my Hunchback is fine with 3. Initiative. My Atlas is moving first again. What the shit? You know what it is?
And my Atlas and Hunchback are going last.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't put enough player or the correct pilots in for the ones that had tactics. I don't think I may have forgot to pay attention to that.
I just put the best pilots that I could.
I think that's what I went with.
My best pilot is still injured, so I'm like, I'll just throw the next
I
have in. And they happen to have tactics. Okay.
Yeah, was it is Susarla yours?
Yeah.
I saw that when I was looking at the roster the other day, and I was like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Now this is interesting. My Jenner has to move before your Jenner.
That's good. Because it sounds like Kosi might get himself another light mech kill. That's what it sounds like to me. Unless you can jump away Jump away, jump away. Do I chance it though? Do I chance it though? Let's see what this looks like. That's a little bit higher. We don't simp for 9s around here. So we're gonna do this. Do I really want to do that? Yes, I do. Because, unless I'm mistaken, leave. Hold on. I might have to wait for the combat phase. I think something dark side. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do with my Jenner. Put him right there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I kind of figured you might do that because you could jump 1 hex further than I could, and I was just trying to see, are you going to jump or are you going to try to run?
Yeah, I wanted, and actually, well, running would have been 1 less heat, but you do what you can with what you got, I guess.
Yeah.
Speaking of doing what I can with what I got, I don't like the idea of you getting into a position of having back shots on me, so let's back up some more. Some may call that a cowardly move. I call it being tactical. Although I'm sure some more experienced player would have been like, yeah, but you could have just put your mech in the woods, and he wouldn't have been able to get to your backside because of those woods. And they're probably right, to be honest. Atlas is atlasing closer.
Yeah.
That is that range between the two big guys. That's a dangerous number.
Yeah.
Not as dangerous as a 6, but a 7 is still short range for LRM-20s. It is medium range for the AC. No, wait, long range for AC-20 though. I got the better gunner. I'm totally talking shit right now. Don't listen to me. Yeah, I think for next season I may end up having to go and use Zoom to host so we can see people's faces in the middle of the fight. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I don't have a lot of free money to pay for extra stuff like that. Although I'm sure the Zoom account is probably not terribly expensive.
Don't have a lot of good options here.
No, good. 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 That's right. Bring your hunchback closer. Bring him to me. Ah, you went with the runaway option.
Yep.
Can't blame you. All right. Oof. Oops. Back up one. All right, let's see what kind of tallies I get to mark up this time. So if you have 2 Atlas, is it Atli? Is it Atlases? Is it Atlases? Pretty sure it's just something generic and lame like Atlases. I see critical hits. We'll get to that in just a second. Your Atlas takes 12 missiles and an AC-20.
Yeah.
That Atlas is now lightly damaged. I was really hoping for a bit more than that, but I did get 12 out of 20 missiles to hit, so I suppose I should take my winnings and be happy. Oh, no, never mind. I read that wrong. So what I was gonna say while I was planning my movement for my Jenner, and I didn't want to give you too many hints, I could have sworn without looking that the Jenner had the option of flipping its arms. I could be wrong. I've been
Maybe.
wrong before. But that rear torso right, or right torso rear, however you want to read that, armor is destroyed on your Jenner, and you're taking critical slots, so that bumps your Jenner up to heavy damage. Your Atlas takes a couple of hits. Nothing special though. This is from my Hunchback. Okay. And my Hunchback eats 4 out of 6 SRMs launched by the Atlas.
Yep.
Oh,
Just
and your
at least
Atlas
one
is
thing.
doing the bouncy ball thing again.
Yep.
Yes. I should not be quite so gleeful on your losses there. But I'm going to be. Alright, force PSR? Maybe. Oh, dear.
Oh, limb blown off. Yep.
Yep. And Suzuki takes takes a hit. Or,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Fall damage. Yep.
Yep. That does cripple your Jenner. It's now up to you whether or not you want to surrender it or whatever the word is that we're using, and I just can't think of right now.
Yep.
Heat. My Jenner is hot, sitting at 11 heat. But you know what? It doesn't have ammo, so I can go a lot hotter than most people would dare.
Yep.
And I needed it. I fucking needed it. Kosi's a little reckless sometimes. I don't know if reckless is really the right word, but once again, my Hunchback and Atlas will be moving first. I don't like that, but my Jenner will be moving last. Although he won't be able to go far because he's burning up.
Yeah.
We're gonna force a PSR on my Hunchback. No, we're not. Need to figure out what can you do. I've only got 2 minutes to figure this out. What is this? This is, get out of here. Give me the mouse over. Give me the mouse over. What hex am I on? It is level 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna move him. And I'm gonna move him here. Okay.
Brave move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
We'll see, because your Atlas is going to eat movement points standing up, and those woods will soak the rest as your Hunchback moves in for a closer shot. So we'll see what happens. But, similar to a shot. Wow, he managed to get into. Oh, shit. he's at 20 points of damage to your torso. Well, it's a kick, and we're on level ground, so it won't be torso kicks. But, yeah. That's a potential 10 points per punch or 20-point kick right there.
Yep.
My Hunchback might bite it. We'll see. Uh-oh, we might not be on level terrain. You just came from a level 2. Come on, give me the mouse over thingy.
We're both on level 2. You're talking about the Atlas and the
Oh, we
Hunchback?
are. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I guess my Atlas is on level... No, I'm at level 2 as
your
well.
Your Atlas is on level 1.
No, he's at level 2. I just checked it just to make sure.
I just moused over it. It says level 1.
It does say level 1. Okay, I'm stupid. Well, I'm not stupid. I probably just can't read.
I also use the isometric view so I can actually see the difference.
Yes. Well, I have. Well, maybe I don't have isometric. I can see the level changes. I have it off because it might be confusing to. Actually, I might leave that on. Viewers, please tell me in the comments if you like the isometric or if you want them off. I've been having.
I am going to abandon the Jenner.
All right,
because it's going to be too hard to get it back up with one leg missing, and it's already taken a bunch of armor damage. Its right rear torso is gone. All the armor on its arm is gone. Its leg is gone. Center torso and left torso are just barely hanging on.
Yeah,
so yeah, I just
probably
maybe you could get one more shot in, but it would probably get
but would it be?
by.
Yeah, but would it be worth it?
Yeah, well, that's the only thing. I was debating whether or not. I only got 9 seconds here, so I need to figure something out.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead and do it now.
Eject. Yep, eject. Okay.
All right.
But yeah, I was debating whether or not it just stayed it up just to tie down that Jenner.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it would have very likely been completely destroyed the next.
Yep.
The next turn. So yeah, I just.
And not for nothing, no matter which variant you have, the Jenner is maybe not necessarily all variants, but the Jenner in general is a pretty reliable mech for lights.
Yeah.
So you don't want to lose one if you can help it. I mean, they're much cheaper to replace, but
Yeah.
man, my heat is high. Holy shit.
But I figured, on the other side of the map, it's going to take you a couple of turns to get over.
It's gonna be a second because I'm dealing with some severe heat issues. In fact, I think I'm just.
Are you
going
to pick up Suzuki on the way?
No, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. I did score the kill, everything I needed to score, right? I did. Okay. All right, let's dance, as they say. And you, my friend. Alright, I'm a little concerned about how this is going to play out. But I'm really hoping to pop the top on that Atlas. And I hate when I say hope, because once I say hope, it means nothing is going to work. Or as former leaders of mine, while I was in the recruiting command, would like to say, hope is not a method. Alright, your Atlas eats a mega fuck ton of lasers. All but one hit. That's amazing odds for me. Unfortunately, my Atlas missed again with the AC-20, but the SRM-6 and 2 lasers did. And then my Hunchback loses an arm. Well, rather the arm than the, arm.
Yeah.
That is an arm, so that takes it all. Takes my Hunchback up to heavy.
As always with the Hunchback, better to lose a left arm than a right torso.
In fucking deed.
But yeah, that AC-20 hit, and that just destroyed it right there.
But all the mechs are still standing, and I think in that trade, I don't know if I got the better trade of that, but especially, I think it actually bounces out a little bit because of that AC-20 miss on my part, but all my lasers hit. All right, let's see what happens here in the physical phase. Oh, you got 2 mechs to declare physicals on. Oh, my Hunchback loses a leg, crippled, and the pilot goes down, taking damage. Ugh. Who was that? That was Omar. My namesake
that was
taking hits.
Yep.
1 hit total, and it lost a whole ass leg. Because of course it was.
That was basically like an AC-20 hit.
Yeah. So he literally took two 20 points worth of damage, and your mech is still standing. I think I'll be doing this. I don't know, man. I don't want to. I got money to burn, so I'm not worried about losing a 4P. And I only bought it for this match anyway. Not that I intended to sell it, but I am at 6 heat though. Initiative. My Atlas, then your pilot,
again.
and then my Atlas and my Hunchback have to move before your
everything
Atlas.
Except your Jenner moves before me.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, tactics is definitely working against me. I should have picked my pilots a little bit better.
You still got me by about 10 percentage points on the battle value.
I was literally just looking at that too. I was like, all right, bet. Okay. 1, 2.
Are you going to give up the Hunchback, or are you going to try to keep it in the fight?
I think I'm going to keep him in the fight just because he still has his lasers.
Oh, come on. I gave up my Jenner.
No, I know, but like I really don't think giving up the...
I lost a leg, you lost a leg.
Yeah, no, I hear you. The symmetry is beautiful, to be honest. But I don't that's a lot of firepower to give up versus, a couple of lasers and an SRM-6 or 4 or whatever the hell it is.
Hey, I gave up my flanker. Your flanker could come in here pretty quick. And
the flanker will be coming in pretty quick. I promise you that. It's just going to take him 2 rounds to get over there and be effective. We'll see how this get-up roll looks here. Oh, I can't even do anything because he's so freaking hot. Shit. That's unfortunate. So that means
Abandon ship.
Ah, damn it. Shit. Ah. That's an elite pilot too. That could be totally throttled.
I don't know. Your Atlas is virtually undamaged.
I know. God, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to give you the points. I really want to win just because I'm 4-0 and I want to keep that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really wanted this. I definitely chose these mechs just to be a troll and not to be too much of an asshole. I can't even move. All right, we're gonna roll the fat dice. No, we're not. We're gonna fuck. That's just stupid. You're gonna get the points no matter what. Unless you focus on the Atlas, you're gonna get the points for the Hunchback regardless. So I will eject the Hunchback. Which of these two do you want to give the? I feel like the Atlas is the one that.
The Atlas did the kick, so
yeah.
it was technically the last
Yeah.
the last move that took the Hunchback down.
So that is Hernandez getting the kill on my Hunchback. That is so unfortunate for me. Damn it! But better defeated than outright destroyed, and the potential of losing a pilot. So.
Yep.
Meanwhile, my Jenner needs to move. I thought I could get further than that.
The question is, how soon is the Jenner going to be able to get into the fight on the other side of the map?
I know because
that could definitely be enough to turn the.
It could
tide.
be. It could be because I'm not even in long range yet.
Yeah.
Never mind line of sight. Oh, I am just outside. What's the medium range or long range on medium? It's 9 hexes. So I'll be in fighting range next round. Not necessarily effective fighting range. This is a little eely right now. I lost a heavy hitter.
But you don't want that Atlas your Atlas is like positioned perfect. I can't.
Yeah, I did
get.
I wanted to turn one more hex, and I'm not sure if your Hunchback could have gotten into my back, but I know at least this way it'll be even harder to get to my back.
Yeah, it can't, and there's not a lot of good ways that I can get to you, be able to shoot at you, but also not get potentially punched or kicked.
Yep.
Especially with there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes around you that are all level below.
Yep. That's the other reason why I took that. Yeah, that's why I took that spot. I was like, if I don't take that spot, I either have to back up, which leaves me in the open, or I'm exposing myself far too much.
Yep. All right. Well, there's not a whole lot of good places to move. I'm running out of time here. Because the problem is I'd have to go down a level, and that eats up a lot of movement to try to get around behind.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Oh, if you're trying to get in that sand spot, that's not a good spot to go, because that does invite a kick to the face.
Yeah.
And those heavy woods, I believe those are heavy woods right there. They should be from what they look like.
Yeah, they're heavy woods. Oops. I actually ran out of time.
Yeah.
Yep, ran. That's all right. There wasn't any place really good I could move, so.
Yeah.
I was actually debating on whether I should just back up or not, but the problem is if I backed up, I might have had that heavy woods and not been able to fire with the Hunchback.
Yeah, I am, and the Jenner is, as I said, completely out of range to be of effect at the moment. But on the next next turn, he will be, and then it's game on. All right, Atlas misses again. Son of a bitch.
For what is that, a 2-3 pilot?
Yeah, that's an elite pilot in there.
Yeah. Yep. Needs a 5, rolls a 3.
Atlas ate a bunch of damage, but he's still standing. Now we move into the kick phase. Or excuse me, the melee phase. Let's be honest, we're both going to kick each other.
I just want to see. I'm just scrolling down. Where's
Yeah.
my D20? Did that hit? Actually, it did. Left arm.
Oh, your AC-20 did hit, huh? I wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's just an arm on the Atlas, so it has like
Yeah.
one laser in it. You know,
It's just an arm. It has like
I just
one
want to see
laser.
because
and
usually I'm the
50
one that
points of
misses
armor.
with AC-20.
I know. Could you take your roll back, please?
Yeah.
That's your job, not mine.
Yeah. Oh, good thing I didn't. Oh, I just realized your pilot is in the same square as your Atlas.
Yeah.
So by default, when choosing the Atlas, but by default, it chooses to kick your pilot.
Ooh.
I'm like, wait a minute, why does it say the pilot there?
Ooh, that's a good. I'm glad you caught that. I definitely would have hit you with a -5 fan roll modifier. Intentionally attacking a downed pilot at that. Come on, Jenner, I need you over here to save the Atlas, which seems like an incredibly weird sentence. I took 20 damage to the right leg, you took 20 damage to the left leg. Other than that, no biggie.
I only got one armor left remaining on that left leg. That could be big if that goes down.
Yeah, yep. And your Atlas is
We
already
both stay
falling once.
standing.
Now what I'm trying to figure out is how did we both have to... Oh, was kicked 20 plus damage. Okay.
Yep.
And I picked up my own pilot, but it's okay. Doesn't count. God damn it! Again!
Yep.
But at least my Jenner will move after your Atlas, so that's maybe helpful. But let's be honest. I don't think I'm going to move my Atlas anywhere. There's no good place to move him to. You're Hunchback. Let's see. It's heavy wood, so that's 2, 3 for the turn. 4, 5 to go down. And then another for the turn. Yeah, your Hunchback is 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 1. Hold on, I'm not counting something right. Okay, yeah. Turn 2 to enter. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're not gonna get anywhere this round with that guy. So I'm just gonna keep him right here. You might get the Atlas in a better position, but that requires you to go down a level. Although, if you... nope, shut up, Jerry. I meant shut up, Omar. Sorry. This is definitely turning into an interesting match. And you know what? I forgot to pay attention to what round number we're on. Because this could still end up
I think
in
it's round 6.
We are in round 5. I think. Nope, I think you're right. I think you are right. I think it is, yep. Round 6. Oh, it's my turn to move. Okay. Close that. How do we get... Not gonna get... Jump. Here.
Got 2 Titans of mechs duking it out in the top of that hill over there.
I see you've chosen which mech to close the range. Probably not a bad idea. Especially since your Atlas is a couple of good hits away from going down.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to be well-placed hits to go down, but only a couple. Or, you know, an AC-20 to the face. That'll do it every time. But you probably still have some edge left, so...
Yeah, I don't think I've used any edge so far.
Well, you still have 2 edge, which Hernandez started with. So yeah, you haven't used any on that guy yet.
Your Jenner is positioned perfectly that I can't get anywhere where I can get a shot on
That's good.
it. It's gonna back up a little bit.
There you go. That's not a bad place, and it takes you out of 20 points of kicking damage range.
Yeah.
Well, I am in range. I am not in effective range. I'm actually ineffective. I need a 13 to hit with my lasers on the Jenner. Damn it! Kosi's a veteran, and even if he was elite, that would just give him 12s to hit on. And that's. But he will be at 0 heat, which means I gotta figure out where I want to put the Jenner next. Because I'm sure my Jenner will move first, anyways. Let's see. Ooh, I used up some edge. Left arm critical, rerolled with edge, takes 5 damage to the left leg. SRM 6 missiles hit. The AC-20 hits the right leg, taking internal damage. Finally on my Atlas. Moderate on the Atlas. Your Atlas.
Hey, you finally hit with that right torso, with the AC-20 on my right torso.
Blew out the torso. Well, not blew it out, but destroyed the armor.
Blew the armor away, yep, which is where my AC-20 is at.
Yep. Internal structure remaining. Unfortunately, I lost a medium laser in the hand on my Hunchback. That is, or excuse me, on my Atlas. That is no bueno, as they say. Let's see.
Everyone stays standing.
Everyone is still standing. And no physicals. Your Hunchback is running a little warm. Not too warm. Oh, my Atlas is moving. God damn it. Fuck. What is that, like 5 rounds in a row?
Yep.
The unfortunate part of taking this spot of ground is that there is no other good place for me to go that doesn't screw me up. Except, hold on.
You gotta charge forward or you gotta back up, and backing up is probably the worst of the options.
Yeah, because I don't have any cover from trees, but if I do something like this...
And you'll be down a level.
Yeah. That... Let me see. 3, 4, 6. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, you can't do that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I don't know. I don't know. Oy. Nope. I'm just gonna stay there. You want this Atlas? You gotta come get it.
We're basically in a standoff here. There's no
It's okay. I'm about to
good
tip the
places
odds.
for either one of us to move.
Yeah. Because I thought about scooting forward and I was like, no, I don't know if I like that one. Not having something to shoot, not having someone that can shoot the Hunchback and keep him off my ass is really what's killing my Atlas right now. I think if it was only your Atlas shooting at my Atlas, he'd be okay for the most part. Which is really part of the reason why I didn't want to give up my Hunchback, but I couldn't stand him up, and I knew you'd just pummel him. Or focus down my Atlas, which I didn't really like either option, to be honest. Let's see.
Yeah, but that Jenner's getting close now, too.
Yes, he is. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to pretend to not at all be nervous to see how this combat round goes. I am not nervous at all. I am full confidence right now. Well, he survived the Atlas. My Atlas survived your Atlas shooting at it. So that's a plus. Problem is, what happens next? Your Atlas is taking internal damage, finally. If I hadn't already marked it, it's at moderate damage. My Jenner hit with 3 out of 4 lasers, and the laser vomit. And all mechs are still standing. Incredible. Incredible. Did my AC-20 finally hit? That's what I need to know. Where is it? Right here. AC-20 hit the left arm of your Atlas. It's still got 9 points of friggin' armor left on it. What the shit?
My AC-20 hit your left torso. So.
And there's nothing there but like an LRM or something.
It's probably some ammo.
Yeah, ammo schmammo. Your Hunchback is running super hot. That is advantageous to me.
And you know what's funny is that this Hunchback is actually pretty heat neutral. I've been alpha striking like everything.
Yeah, that thing is
except
scary.
for like the head small laser. I've been like alpha striking like every turn.
Yeah,
the whole game.
Before I lost mine, I was like, "Holy shit! I can actually fire all of these."
Guess what?
Oh my god! You gotta be kidding me! I've rolled a 3 the last 2 rounds at least, including this one.
Yep.
Absolutely insane. And you got my battle values down way low.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Yep, we switched battle values now, and your Jenner has to move before my Hunchback.
Son of a bitch. Kosi, I need you
Round
to do your
8
job.
coming up.
Kosi, I need you to do something good here. I'm not moving the Atlas. There's just no frickin' point. Well, actually, hold on. Let me think for a second here. You're at... No, that's not what I wanted. No, I'm not gonna do that. What you gonna do with that Atlas, son? Man, match is going a little bit longer than I anticipated. Actually, I didn't really have a hard timeline for your match, but the fact that it's not over yet is, Ooh. Interesting.
Now what you gonna do with that Jenner? Keep in mind, I still gotta move my Hunchback.
Yeah, you do. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about doing something super trolly.
Uh-oh.
First, let me just see what that looks like. That does not look favorable. Alright. Let's see.
Is it DFA time?
I already looked. The numbers were nice, but not as nice as I would have liked. Especially knowing that if I did that, you're going to be blasting me with laser vomit. And let me see, what does this look like here? Ooh. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Both of our atlases are just barely hanging on by a thread.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Both the Jenner and the Hunchback are relatively undamaged.
Yeah. I'm really hoping to be in a position where I can change that. Let me see. Okay, so I think if I go there. Alright. Time to either live or die based on that move. What you got, foe?
I'm just going to back up my Hunchback a little bit.
Might not have been a bad move to make.
I didn't want to expose the Hunchback to its back to your Atlas to go after the Jenner, especially when the Hunchback has weight advantage on the Jenner.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I could do that wouldn't allow your Jenner to threaten the back of the Atlas. I just have to hope the armor holds.
The question is do I want to do what I've just set? Do I want to change the idea? No. I need to do this. Alright, make a break time. Oh, there goes my Atlas.
Boy.
There goes my Atlas. I saw that right before the screen switch. I was like, son of a bitch.
Yep. Actually took a head hit.
What?
SRM to the head, yeah.
Whoa, let's read through this. Your Atlas hits me with a laser, another laser. That kills the SRM. Then 5 missiles hit. 1 goes straight to the head, injuring Copeland. And then takes 2 damage to the left torso. Section is destroyed, blowing off the left arm. Ammo explodes. That kills the mech, I'm sure, because now my pilot takes 2 additional hits. Auto ejects. Landing in light woods. Omar was trapped in the wreckage, but that doesn't count. My Atlas! No! Alright, defeated Atlas. Your Atlas pilot gets another kill credit. Alright, what else do we have? My Jenner shoots at yours, takes out a heat sink, so that takes your Atlas up to heavy damage now. Oh, dear God. Your Atlas falls and takes a bunch of damage, and Hernandez takes a hit.
Yeah.
I forgot to mark my 3 hits for... Uh-oh. Oh, 3 total hits, okay. Wait. What did it say? Where is it? 3 total hits.
That's actually pretty big on my Atlas for falling critical on left leg, including a critical hit on the upper leg.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can stand up anymore with that.
That sounds like something you've said before with your Atlas. And that might... Yep. Damn it!
Yep, victory conditions.
I was just thinking about that too. I was already at 52% before that round started, and losing the Atlas is definitely going to be enough. Oh my God. Foe, congratulations on that. Let's go ahead and do some tallies here. God damn it. That sucks. There goes my 4-0 record. All right, 3 victory points to the Suns, 1 to the Industrialists. Let's see if... Oh, no! The Atlas I didn't care too much about was utterly destroyed. Let's go ahead and do that 1d6 roll. I need a 6 in order to recover it. Wow, I got a 6.
You got it. Yep.
Recovered. It will be crippled. In that case. But yeah, no, that's gonna be shitty for me. So let's take a look here at the points. I need to open up my rules, so give me just a quick second here. Go up one folder, I think. Yep, there it is. I'm gonna make sure I give you all the correct points values. Impressive win, though, my friend. Impressive, even with my trolliness.
Hey, I don't know if it was impressive. I think it all just, came down to luck. Both of our atlases were hanging on by a thread there.
Yeah.
And, and that's all it was just, my SRM got through to the critical on the ammo that ended it. It could have just easily been one of yours. Yeah. I had lots of sections with
you actually pick up a bunch of points for that Atlas kill. Because it was technically considered destroyed, you get 7 victories for that, or 7 victory points just for the Atlas. You didn't kill anything else, though. No, I take that back. You killed the medium. That was only defeated, so that's 2 points. So that takes you up to 12 points for the calculations. I got a light mech defeated. That's only worth 1 point, so that's only 2. That makes the number part a little bit more challenging. 12 plus 2 is 14 times 1.5 is 21. Actually, no, that'll be easy because you get 14 for your base wealth, and I'll have 7 for my base wealth. Let's go ahead and tally up fan rolls. You've got a +1 for winning. You got +2 for your streak of winning, now at 5 wins and 0 losses. Let's see, opponent's mech destroyed. You got +2 for that. Jesus, you're gonna have a bunch of fans off of this. Intentional, physical, DFA. Alright, so you have a total of a +5 on your fan roll modifier. Go ahead and type out roll 2d6 or / roll 2d6. Total of... Wow, that's a shitty roll, my friend. Wow. That is a total of a 9, though, which will give you, I believe it's +2 fans? 9 is 1 fan. So that's but that will take you up to 10 fans, which will give you 140 wealth on top of the 138 you have now. So that'll put you at 278 before repairs and medical, which I will tally up tonight after my Celesta stream. Let's look now at fan roll modifiers for the Industrialists. We lost, so that's an automatic -1. We lost our streak bonuses. We had one of our own mechs destroyed, so that's a +1, so that cancels the -1 and nothing else. So I have a 2d6 no mod roll to make. For a total of 10. Wow.
Yep.
Wow, where were these numbers a few minutes ago? God. And that is +2 fans. I don't gain 2 additional fans because I did not win. But that does take me to 17 fans. And 17 times 7 is not a number I can crunch in my head. 119 wealth off of that match. Thank you, fan base. That's the only way I got so much money, because I got so many damn fans. Let's see, 18, 8, 3. Let's make the math machine do the math. 119, 388. So I've got a lot of money. So I'm not, other than the fact I lost and didn't get very many points for the loss, I'm not in a bad spot financially. The Torian Nationals, on the other hand, are in a shitty position. We can talk about that in a moment. Well, once again, Foe, congratulations on your win. I am
Thank you.
Grossly disappointed that you won. No, for real, that was a good fight. And you're right. That last round could have very easily gone either way. Either one of us losing an Atlas.
Yep.
Just a matter of where the locations were.
Yep, just the locations and what hits. And yeah, I mean, I had a leg that was barely holding on there.
Yeah,
Actually, it was almost, that left leg was almost blown off. I don't think it had any armor remaining there, and at the very end when it fell, took a critical on that leg too. So, and I had no armor. I think I have 1 point left on my right torso. There's lots of ammo in there too, not to mention my
yeah,
AC-20. So it very easily could have gone either way, and just who got through first.
yeah. It really was a matter of who got the big, juicy, crunchy spot first. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and update the scores of our match, which will conclude the round or the week as far as the standings. Oh, Jesus, stop trying to burp in the middle of talking. All right, I earned 2 points. You earned 12 points. Save it. And let's see what that does to our standings. That obviously puts you at the top with 43 combined victory points to my 35. That is a good lead for you to be in. And I'd almost double, not just shy of double, of the Dragonborn, who are now
Yep.
going to be in third place based on points alone, which is how the positions are calculated. It's based on your combined points, and that will put. We do have, and we have no, we don't have a tie for fourth place. So this is what the top four are looking like, and I'll have a nice, pretty slide set up soon. But we are looking at the Golden Suns in number 1 position with 43 points, and the Industrialists in number 2 with 35. Luthien Dragonborn are at third place with 22, and the Lyran Debutantes in fourth. Now we do have the Opposition and the Spirits tied for fifth and 20th, tied for fifth with 20 points apiece. So either one of those two teams could easily get ahead of the Dragonborn or the Debutantes. Easily get ahead. All it takes is a couple of well-placed shots. And of course, unfortunately, we have the Nationals and the Honeybees tied for 7th place with 12 points apiece after week 6. I had to think what number it was. But yeah, that's that is devastating to my morale. I mean, that is good for you. Golly. All right, well, my friends at home, Fo, do you have? Well, let me say this, Fo, do you have any questions or comments or anything you want to throw out there before we wrap it up?
No, it was a good match, and like I said, either way, it could have gone either way. I think probably one of the deciding factors actually wasn't either one of our hunchbacks or the Atlas. It was well, my Jenner went down early, but your Jenner was so far away you couldn't get back into the fight
Yeah.
until right at the very end. If it had been
That's
even just a little bit closer, that could have gotten in, a round or two earlier. That could have made all the difference. I would have had to like peel something off of your Atlas to try and,
yeah.
put some pressure on the Jenner. And I think that was really what, well, that and then the your hunchback going down basically meant I could pour fire from 2 mechs into your Atlas, and just didn't have another mech close enough. But yeah, it could have gone either way. If I had gone down with my Atlas, that would have been it. Then I probably would have gone below the battle value
Yeah, I think
threshold. So
because I was sitting at 52 and you were at 61 in that final when the final round started.
Yep.
So losing your Atlas would have been a chunk of battle value. And I think you're absolutely right. Your Jenner, whether it was intentional or not, your Jenner kept mine out of the fight and pulled it off of the main fight. And then that was further compounded by the fact that I lost my hunchback. And I really, 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 really did not want to do it that way. I really wanted to try to fight at least one more round, but I knew one of two things was going to happen. And honestly, looking back, of course, hindsight's always 20/20. I think keeping my hunchback in one more round would have significantly changed the outcome, because you would have done one of two things if I kept my hunchback in. You would have finished it off and probably focused it, or split your fire between the hunchback and my Atlas, which would have kept my Atlas. Either of those two things would have kept my Atlas in the fight even longer. But because I withdrew the hunchback when he went down, that allowed you to put all of your fire over there into my Atlas, and I didn't have that Jenner in place to do anything to confuse you or distract you. And I think ultimately that losing that hunchback was the linchpin in your victory.
Yep.
I think that's really, I mean, looking back, and analyzing it as Monday morning quarterbacks would do, that's really where the match started to fall apart for me. And I will admit also, as all joking aside, losing that hunchback is when I started getting nervous because I had, I don't know, 9 medium lasers, an AC-20, an SRM-6, and potentially LRM-20 coming all onto a single mech, and nothing I could. There's no way to answer that volume of fire. I tried my best. At one point, I considered shooting at your. In fact, in that last round, I considered shooting at your hunchback. I had it all plugged in. All I had to do was hit done, and I was like, no, because I didn't think the damage switching targets at that point was a good call to make, because I didn't think I would do enough to to neuter your hunchback, because I was really banking on like a critical that would have taken out that torso or something, but also I just didn't think it would be enough. It just wasn't enough. And yeah, I think ultimately losing my hunchback when I did, with the Jenner way out of position, because honestly the Jenner only got one salvo, Jesus Christ. The only worthy attack it did was one salvo, 4 lasers, because I only shot like 2 lasers when he first got into range, because of heat and all that. But anyway, no, good match, and congratulations on your win. The Industrialists won't be a problem for you until the playoffs, at which point we will indeed smite you. Probably not quite so trolly next time. I definitely did that just for a joke between you and me. I thought it'd be funny. Yep. I hope you appreciated it the same way I meant it.
No, it was good, yeah. And it was definitely a fun match. And like I said, it hinged on just, who got the criticals in first. And,
yeah. And I will also point out that now the joke is on me because of this stupid Atlas that I didn't really care about having or want in the first place, except for the troll joke, was actually recovered. So now I have to either just let it sit busted down or actually spend money to repair it before. Well, I mean, I could sell it in its current condition, but it's not worth a shit right now. Not that I'm worried because I have money, but at the end of the day, it's just this useless paperweight as far as I'm concerned, because I really don't care about an Atlas for the Industrialists. They have other mechs that they would rather have.
Hey, you could always bring it back when we meet again in the post.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the joke won't have the same punch. Capturing your reaction on camera would have been amazing, by the way. I should have done that, but I was still in the process of setting up, and I wanted to make sure our connectivity was all good before we went live. So, which unfortunately, because battling the connectivity meant you getting into the server after I already loaded the mechs in. So, anyway, Foe, thanks again. Good fight. Friends at home.
Good fight.
Friends at home, we will have more content coming. This video will be posted, you know what, I'm not sure because we're off our normal schedule here because of this particular match, but I'll probably post it to go live at some point tomorrow morning, the 13th of June, which will also be the same day as the Solasta stream will go live on YouTube. But thanks for everybody stopping by and checking us out. If you enjoyed it, please, all the YouTuber things here, like, subscribe, comment, whatever the fuck. I don't care. I don't really do a whole lot of that. But if you are interested in getting into the Grayland Trios League, our season is ending in about a month or so. And then we're going to have about a 2-week break as I revise some rules, add some rules for customization and or SPAs, as well as getting the next season and all the accumulated players that are interested and able to participate, getting them all brought online. So sometime in the next 2 months, the season, probably 30-25. We might skip a couple years, but only a couple years. We might jump up to the 30-25 season. But get on the Discord. That's the only way to stay in touch and stay up to date with all the news and events and announcements and things of that nature. Because otherwise it's kind of hit or miss as to what I remember to say while I'm in front of the camera. Bo, final thoughts?
Again, good match. Thanks for having a good troll session there. It actually turned out to a real slug of a fight. And thanks for everyone for watching.
Yep. All right, my friends, I'm out of here. We'll be streaming again soon. But by the time you know that I'm streaming again soon, you'll either see the notification in Discord or you'll see the video sometime already on YouTube, because that's how time works. Have a good one, my friends. Stay safe.